Like my fireplace? I actually put these pictures together. If someone did not believe that I was natural, they can look at my development as I progressed. There's all my homies at San Diego State. There's me right there. That's my freshman year. I wanted to be a football player, and I loved wrestling as well. The only thing that stopped me was my knees, my injuries, so the only thing that stopped me was myself. I am absolutely living my dream right now. One day, I'm going to wake up and my dream is going to be a reality.
The reason why I got into bodybuilding is it's a long story. It's a little different than most people. When I was growing up in high school, I was hanging around with the wrong type of guys, hanging around a lot of gang members. I wasn't really deeply into claiming territory, but you know, when we went out, if we had to throw down or fight with another crew, we did. I grew up, I was a skinny kid. I was very insecure. You'd never see me walk around with shorts or a tank top on, so I wanted to get in the gym and pump up as much as I could. It took a while before I started seeing some improvements, but once you start seeing the little bulges coming out, it just makes you really excited and you just want to keep at it. A lot of my buddies I was actually hanging out with, they were in here also, so it was kind of like a hangout for us. But as I got more into it, a lot of my friends, they weren't interested, so they started leaving, but I just got hooked on it. I had genetics, for bodybuilding, so I kind of steered away from the gangbanging and got more involved in the sport. This guy's got a great physique right here, definitely. He's got a lot going for him. Just keep working out. Every year I do a little guest appearance at a high school in East LA. They have a little bodybuilding club, and what I'll do is I'll come and I'll do a guest appearance and I'll do a little spiel about what I did and what I went through. All right, let's do this. Have fun, man.
Rippling muscles on male bodybuilders inspire admiration and attract a strong fan base. However, take that same aesthetic and put it on a woman's physique, and you have a different story. The world of women's bodybuilding has always been controversial. From the decrease in size of the purse to the increase of the size of the women's physiques, it is a sport that is in transition.
The physique of the pro females have changed so much. You would look at a contest that I was in and look at a contest 2 years ago, and you'd say, this isn't even the same sport. A perfect description is when people find out I'm ex-Miss Olympia, 6-time Miss Olympia, and they go, oh, but you don't look like one of those bodybuilders that I see on TV.
Corey Everson did probably the most to keep women's bodybuilding popular because she was such a total package. She was good looking, she had a great body, and she was charismatic. And then after that, I think the winners got more and more muscular and they had less of the total package, and now it's got to the point where there's no total package, there's just a lot of freaky muscle.
In 1985, I ran the Miss Olympia in New York at the Old Felt Forum. We sold 5,000 seats and had to turn a couple of hundred people away. But as the physiques increased, the attendance dropped.
There's the argument that every athlete should be permitted to develop themselves to the maximum. But to turn a woman into a man is just a little too much.
When I first started out, my strongest body part were my legs. I came from, tumbling background, track background, dance background, so I always had really genetic legs. My father had great legs.
From the first time she picked up a weight, 2 years later she was a pro.
My husband is my trainer, and we worked very, very hard to just bring out that overall package where no body part stood out from another body part.
After 3 years of trying, Kim Chizevsky won Ms. Olympia 4 times in a row. Away from the bodybuilding limelight, Kim Chizevsky and her sports nutritionist husband, Chad Nichols, live in Missouri.
I am now making a transition to fitness, and it's because basically I've achieved all I could achieve in women's bodybuilding. I had been the big muscular girl for long enough, and I just wanted new challenges.
In deciding to take the fitness challenge, Kim has shed at least 55 pounds of muscle in just over a year. To tear down that much tissue, Kim had to cut down on her protein intake, the most important muscle building block.
I am a lot happier now that I am trimmed down and can wear normal clothes and off-the-rack clothes instead of having to have everything made for me. It was never that I liked being big. I never liked the off-season where you had to, gain weight in order to lose weight to look a certain way. I had like 11-year layoff of doing no gymnastics, no tumbling at all, and I'm above and beyond at the age of 32 where I was when I was, in college. So this is pretty cool for me.
The movement now is with the Miss Fitness Olympia.
The popular bias is in favor of a more lean and traditionally feminine look,
where women are judged by more traditional standards like they were in the early 80s. More like a beauty contest. Athletic women that are beautiful and have good physical development, have definition, are not big, don't do muscular poses, and have a lot of flexibility and have some kind of act that they do. The prize money is up in the Miss Fitness Olympia compared to the Miss Olympia. That is what's marketable, and it seems to be what draws people in what they want.
I think there's a turnaround coming, and I think this last year was the year that's going to make this turnaround happen. I think the judges and the public and the Weider magazines, I think everybody is saying enough is enough. We are going back to what we had 10 years ago.